Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Army, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be reacting to more Prince, and this time we've got two banger songs to check out. First, it's Damn You, and then second will be Call My Name. And for this reaction in particular, I'm going to be paying more heavy attention to Prince's vocals because I'm told that his vocal performance in Damn You is one of the best you'll ever hear. Rodney, who requested this reaction, says that this particular song is his favorite Prince vocal performance of all time, which is such a monumental feat to be able to even arrive at a single answer for the best Prince vocals ever, because you have to look across his entire discography, all of the live concert performances, to then arrive at one place where Prince's vocals top all of the others. That is a hard feat. I'm sure there's going to be much debate in the comments, so please leave your thoughts as to what is your favorite Prince vocals ever. For Rodney, it's Damn You. Then we'll listen to Call My Name, which also is nothing to sneeze at. Apparently this song won Prince a Grammy for the best male R&B voice. So that's why I say we are going to be focusing on the vocals today. I hope that's okay with you guys, but I am super excited to check this out. But before we do, a huge thanks goes to Rodney for making this Prince request and bringing some more lovely, lovely vocals to the channel. Now, my friends, let's jump into it. Immediate blast. Oh. That was so sudden. I was not prepared. It's a huge blast, and Prince immediately starts singing. Oh. The slow curdling of those low notes that rise and become that travel through the passaggio, then flip into falsetto. I think immediately followed up by the chime and then the come down. It is so rich.
You're so fine.
Oh, look at his eyes.
Seems to happen to me each and every time we make love.
What a melody.
I can't hold back. It's like having 100 million these heart attacks. Damn you, baby, you're so fine.
Wow, this melody.
Damn this.
I love the way he intros these verses. Flip. It's the most satisfying sequence ever. It's like a mist, a plume of smoke that arrives on that drop.
All I ever wanna do is play in your head to people crazy in love, into one another like a hand in glove. Damn thee,
I'm being serenaded right now.
cookie love affair. Hey, yeah.
God, it is everything. It's all of it, all of the emotions. What a lovely sequence. Dude, his eyes are so piercing. Look at this. Dude. You can't look away. Mesmerizing. dramatic.
Like animals just born to breed. Come to think.
Something that I want to draw all of our attention to is, God, there's so much to Prince's vocals. Like, we could spend so long talking about all of the things that he does. So I'm gonna just simplify our discussion to one vocal element, which is his staccato and legato. And for those of you who don't know what that refers to, legato is the sort of tying together of a lot of notes so that they kind of go up and down, and there's this kind of smoothness to the way that the notes combine and connect to one another. In contrast, staccato is very curt, short statements, and the best vocalists out there, of course, Prince included, are going to be able to seamlessly tie these styles together to make every single line the most that it can be. And you'll notice that Prince often will combine both within the same line. It's all too impressive because he is doing that kind of idea of combining multiple elements and moving the slider up and down for so many of the other vocal elements that makes him as talented of a singer as he is. This is just one, you know? So pay attention to that and see if you understand where I'm coming from.
To breed. Come to think.
Here we go. Perfect example.
Baby, you're my only need.
Punchy, short, and staccato, but then he can hold it out
I'm
too.
on fire till you come and put me out. All I'm trying to say is that my psychedelic shouts when you dare me.
What is that? 3 octaves he's just seamlessly gliding up and down between?
To say is that my psychedelic shouts when you dare me. Dare.
What is that range? No. I think it's 2 octaves. Let me hear it again.
All I'm trying to say is that my psychedelic shouts when you dare me.
When you. That is a. I'm pretty sure that is a E2. E2 all the way up to E4 in a split second.
Psychedelic shouts when you dare me.
I can't do it. Definitely not.
When I'm in your arms, it's all that I can do. When we're making love, I can't hold back.
Notice how he also employs a lot of vocal fry to start off his phrases. Vocal fry is, you can hear my voice right now, no vocal fry. Now you can hear my voice, more vocal fry.
I can't hold back. It's like having 100 million heart attacks. Damn you.
So good.
So fire.
Wow, he resolves it there. I love this melody so much.
Damn you, baby, you're so fire.
Oh, and the sound effect from the mic fall, all the attention to detail in the world. This is why Prince is a master. He never leaves any stone unturned. It shows up everywhere, and because the focus is on the vocals, that's where I'll keep the discussion. Dude, we've talked about it to no end, but he is so dynamic, and across all of his dynamicism, he is so skilled. Anything that he wants to do with his voice, he can do. I'm talking anything. he can see how low in the range he can go. I've never heard him hit like those true like subharmonic notes, like the B zeros of the world, but he can go as low as some of your like more bassier baritones and bring it all the way up to the highest of the high pterodactyl ranges possible. Like, and the fact that he can do it over such a short time span, like that acceleration is so impressive to me. And it's a different skill than the agility that it would require to travel through your passaggio. You need both speed and agility, or maybe dexterity would be the better word there. Because if you imagine doing a vocal run where, just to make it really simple, you're traveling all up and down the C minor scale, well, that's going to be 8 notes on the way up and then 7 notes on the way down. That's a great many notes, and you can quickly travel through them. Those different intervals will, all of those like strung together will create more of an agility, an agility focused exercise rather than one that is simply him quickly sliding from the bottom C all the way to the top. So in that like E2 to E4 slide, he's just pulling his voice all the way up so quickly. So that would be more of an acceleration, which I'm noticing. And as I mentioned too, he uses a lot of different stylings: vocal fry, breathiness, chest voice, and the head voice. These are all different ways to communicate differently through the voice. And, you know, even with my own commentary, if I use different inflection or intonation, you're going to come away from my own thoughts with a different perspective than you otherwise might if I were to deliver everything super monotone without breaking rapport or cadence. It's not as interesting to listen to. So that's why dynamics are such a important part of just musicality in general. But notably, wielding dynamics, it is not easy because you can do a whole lot of craziness, but just because it's crazy and dynamic doesn't make it actually good. Prince, he is always finding that Goldilocks zone of just enough dynamics to make things interesting and not easily attainable to the naive listener, but also so beautiful at a high level that it's worth exploring the details. I am just always a fan of Prince vocals. Like, I truly can't express to you guys just how fun it is to listen to this man do all that he does. Would I say that Damn You is his best vocal performance I've ever heard? I think I need a song of his where he's screaming in it as well to say that that'd be my favorite set of Prince vocals. But dude, what he delivered here with Damn You is nothing short of brilliant. Think of it from the seductive standpoint too. He is doing all of these dynamic techniques in an effort to bring you in, you know? And because he is so skilled at all of it, it's like an example of what he may do to you if you were to, like, you know, partake a night with him, because he is exemplifying so much skill vocally, that kind of subconscious realization that, oh, he is a master at what he does there. Oftentimes that halo effect forms, and we maybe rightfully assume that he's going to be great in the context of the bedroom as well. Now we were talking about his bedroom activities, and things are getting weird. So let's jump into the next track here.
Call my name.
Oh.
Call my name.
The stopping of the rhythm, it's all feel driven.
Heard your voice this morning.
And he owns the space between the beats.
Calling out my name.
Oh.
It had been so long
There's that
since
flip.
I've heard it, that it didn't really sound quite the same, no.
Wow.
But it let me know
This
that
arrangement is
my
awesome.
name had never really been spoken before. Before the day I carried you through the bridal path door. And ever since the day I haven't wanted anyone but you.
Is she wearing... I'm just now realizing he is wearing a kurta, which is Indian garb, and I think they're getting married. Let's watch the watch the video now. I'm intrigued.
And ever since the day I haven't wanted anyone but you. And anybody who really knows me knows the truth. That I just can't stop writing songs about you. I love you so much.
The soul in this, undeniable.
Just can't wait to get my arms around you and feel you.
That wouldn't happen at an Indian wedding. No kissing. I've never seen it. Nope.
I just can't wait to get my arms around you and feel your touch. Hey, if I don't see you real soon, baby girl, I might go insane.
The most unrealistic part of this video is that they kissed on the
No,
wedding
it's
day.
only been 3 hours, but I love it when you call my name. Yes, I do. Heard a voice on the news saying people
the
won't
shimmer,
stop
too.
the war. Stop the war.
Oh.
The hell of love as sweet as you. They forget what they were fighting.
Listen to that.
If the hell of love as sweet as you.
Sweet, something like that. You hear him, I think, intentionally crack there.
If the hell of love as sweet as you.
Wow.
They forget what they were fighting for.
You know, it's weird. So, like, I talk a lot about just different things on this channel, and much of it is personal. But one thing that crack reminds me of is even in my own vocal sessions when I'm trying to sing something that is way too, so far out of my range that it really shouldn't even be attempted, but I attempt nonetheless. Some of the weirder techniques I have used to like enter that falsetto range is to just intentionally crack my voice over and over and over and over and keep kind of, I guess you could call it like riding that line of where my passaggio is and breaks, almost like a mini yodel. And if you do that enough, then it kind of gets a little bit easier to slide up into those falsetto notes and then flip if I wanted to. It's not I don't know if it's a pure science, but it works for me, and it's also fun to listen to and hear. But I feel like a lot of vocalists may shy away from doing a technique like that in fear of it sounding bad. But in my estimation, it's a very human thing to hear and do, so Prince will not shy away from what is human.
They forget what they were fighting for. What's the matter with the world today? Land of the free. Somebody lied. They can plug my phone. And people around my home, they'll only see you.
Somebody lied, yeah.
They can love inside. Just can't stop writing songs about you.
Wow,
Love you so much.
his vocals, dude.
Just can't wait to get my arms around. Get my arms, feel your touch. Yeah. I don't see you
Oh, it's an engagement here.
baby girl, I might go insane.
Seemingly from another culture.
I know it's only been 3 hours, but I love it when you call my name. And never see
This one guy, what is his story? He's like, I liked this girl before, or he just likes to like catcall girls in general, and now he's witnessing like true love before his eyes. Like, man, what am I doing catcalling these women when I could just be in a loving relationship?
Never
It's like the
seen
light
the
bulb sort of
moon
went off for him.
so
I don't know.
lovely as the night I saw it with you.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
know I'd never seen the moon before. Never seen the moon before. So many speak of the moon as though it had no flaws. But to compare it to a beauty like yours would give one pause. Nothing about you is false. That's why your love is real. That's why your love is real. God forbid, if you belong to another, I'd have to steal. Take you from your I might be tempted to break the law around here. Because
Judas Priest.
your beauty, it gives it one pause. It slows me down. Just can't stop writing songs. I love you so much. I just can't wait to get my arms around you. Feel your touch. I'll finally see you real soon, baby. I might go insane. Crazy. I know it's only been 3 hours, but I love it when you call my name. Hey, honey, would you call my name?
You're gonna run that back.
That's right.
Dude, Prince vocals are always god tier. End of discussion. And my job in this position is just to recount all of the things that makes his vocals stand out to me. And I'm sure many of you guys just echo those same sentiments. Like every single Prince song I've ever heard, he's done something with his vocals that other artists don't dare attempt. And he just throws those abilities out like it's nothing. And it's always in service of the emotion he's trying to convey, and he always does so perfectly, so easily, without error. And even if there was a technical error, he was always able to musically justify it because he walks, he moves, he sings, he performs with such confidence that mistakes don't exist in the world of Prince because everything he does is purposeful. And I understand it's a way to like retcon what mistakes would even look like. And maybe, if you were to speak to Prince about what mistakes are for him, he may even disagree with my position here. But every time I hear him, I am not convinced. I'm not convinced that he's making mistakes. He doesn't do it. Even the vocal crack that we heard, I feel like is super intentional. And the ability to manipulate your voice even through cracks like that, that is a version of being able to like, oh god, I'm going to talk about, Tenochtitlan for a second. This is the ancient Aztec city that was constructed, I think, on swampland or marshland. In either case, they had to use these huge, I think they're called pyres, but basically huge columns of support and kind of embed them into the ground below the water so that the city itself could float above. But it's such murky land that few civilizations would ever attempt to create a city over it. But if you're able to, there's a lot of I forget what the benefits were to being able to do it, to be honest, but it's skillful nonetheless, and few people are going to attempt it. I feel like Prince, he is always so good at meandering in these swamplands and then taking things up into a very clear place. Then if he wants to go super smooth or lackadaisical, he can do it. Again, true mastery anywhere and everywhere. If you like, how people like they drop like their wallet and then you want to give it back to them. Prince doesn't care about his wallet. If he drops his wallet there's like $1,000 in that wallet. Okay, whatever. Now whoever finds that, you take that. And every single line that he drops in his song is a version of him just throwing thousands of dollars at us. He is so wealthy in his vocals. Like, if you remember that scene from Breaking Bad where Jesse, I think the episode is called Blood Money. Jesse is unable to reconcile the wealth that he now has with what he had to do to earn it. And he just starts throwing out all of the money everywhere he can. Now, all of that would be the same except for the fact that Prince doesn't have that anguish within because he didn't do anything bad. He just sung beautifully, seemingly from day one. So, yeah, I really have only good things to say here. I like the second song a lot in terms of like the gospel feel and how larger than life it felt. But I would say that I preferred the overall vocal melody and even his performance in Damn You. The way that he just navigates his vocal range, all of the different techniques, and how smooth he is, how quiet he gets, and then how loud he becomes. All of that was exemplified in the first song, except for the lack of pterodactyl screaming. I think for me, if I'm going to name any song as Prince's best vocal performance, it ought to have some pterodactyl screaming in there. But please, like I said, let me know what your thoughts are on your favorite Prince vocal track in the comments section down below. Really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.